This chick that I was with at the time, we started doing crime.
Okay.
And we were going to these open houses. So it's like this house where somebody's like selling their house. So we would like go to these open houses and pretend like we're interested in buying the house. Well, while we were there, we would just steal a bunch of shit from the house. And we would get all kinds of shit like jewelry, cameras. I wasn't really super like thrilled on the idea, you know, but I was like not doing good. I was like just kind of like, fuck it, you know, like I don't care, whatever, you know. And the first one we did, we came up on a couple of Rolex watches. We got like $6,000 for them.
Holy
you know,
shit.
so I was like, oh, this is it. You know what I mean? This is
oh, I like this now.
we would basically just go do these things, get some money, buy some drugs, and then just skip town. And we were like just living in my truck, just running up and down California. And we went to a house in like Fountain Valley, and there was keys hanging up in the kitchen, you know, and she took the keys and she's like, I really want to steal the car.
Do you feel like he's a guy that should have a beard, or is he fine without a beard?
I haven't seen him with a beard.
So that's why I ask. So are you comfortable with him like this? Or
yeah.
like...
Or do I look at him and be like, you should have a beard?
Because we can reschedule.
Yeah.
Give him 2 weeks.
No, you look good.
Everything is live. I'm going to go on break, though. I need to shit.
We're live, but I'm dead.
I just shit my diaper.
You're like, we're not taking any breaks no matter what.
Yeah.
But let's talk about diapers.
Bro, I just threw away a whole pack of adult diapers.
Why did you have a whole pack of adult diapers?
Are we recording right now?
Yeah.
All right. Never mind. Let's talk about something else.
He doesn't want to talk about his
Let's talk about something else.
All right. Go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Beaver Duck.
What up?
Mr. Duck.
Hey. Yeah.
Mr. Duck, yes. Am I wrong to assume that a beaver duck is a platypus?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It is basically, yeah, platypus, but it's a duck head with a beaver tail.
I was under the impression that it was a beaver that just needed to duck.
It could be that. I think it's open to like interpretation, really. Like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like however you want to visualize it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know?
In the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, like it's kind of, you know, I don't want to like limit it to just being one thing. I want it to be able to take many shapes.
Yeah.
So,
and I love the freedom of thought.
Yeah.
Well, that brings me to my next thing. I have some other animal combos that I think might make good nicknames for friends, for us, maybe.
For us. Okay.
Would you guys like to hear
Coworkers.
them?
I want to hear them.
I put a lot of thought into this. And I still have not done my taxes, but this is what I did. All right, here we go.
Wait, you do taxes?
I'm nervous drinking right now.
I know I said a bad word.
Uh-oh. Hope your ass isn't watching this.
It's like a bad word on a tattoo podcast. Hard to say taxes. Ooh, I said it again. If we say it 3 times.
Oh, no, do it again. Yeah, they're going to come in.
The iris pops out of the door. Okay, beaver duck equals platypus. So, mule, horse donkey.
Horse donkey.
Horse donkey.
Sheep would be poodle goat.
Poodle goats. That's...
I used to date a beetle goat.
A beetle goat? Whoa.
Beetle goat.
Hey-o.
Pedo goat.
A pedo goat. Uh-oh.
He was much older than
Yeah,
me.
He dated me.
Yeah. But I was in 5th grade.
But I was mature for my age. Okay. A buffalo.
Okay.
Gorilla cow.
Gorilla cow.
That's cute.
Okay.
That might be a stretch.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my last one, but I think it's my best one. Elephant. Hippo vacuum.
Hippo vacuum.
Okay. So now we're also mixing them with appliances.
Well, you just run out of things.
Yeah,
is what I-
you run out of animals.
Yeah.
She was really trying not to do her taxes.
And now I
That
would
one was a stretch.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought hippo vacuum.
That was probably the best one.
Poodle goat, I think, is my favorite.
Poodle goat. It kind of just goes. It just
goes.
rolls off the tongue. You know,
Yeah.
that's really what you're looking for there.
Oh, I see. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah. These could all be other personas.
they could be.
I would take one on, I think.
Would you like to try to come up with one right now?
On the spot, I might say something I regret.
What,
Because
a
I only know
slur?
of offensive animals.
I really just did it because it was really easy for me to just find different flash and slap a beaver tail and a duck head on it and then just call it my own flash.
I
Like,
love
that's really
that.
why I did
So
it.
for plagiarism.
Yeah, it's just totally like anything could be my own, and I just slapped those two items on there, and now it's beaver ducks.
Oh.
So like a
So
like
if you
a
see
pinup
most
girl?
any flash that I make is essentially just that. It's
That's
some other
incredible.
idea I saw somewhere else, and I'm like, that's mine now, and I put those two things on there, and it's totally different, 20% different.
So you mean like you're putting it as your signature on the flash sheet, or like you're finding a pinup that you like and throwing a duck head on her and a beaver
Yeah, pretty
tail?
much. Yeah, exactly that.
Oh.
You know,
Is that why I saw you in here when you got here taking pictures of her shit?
I did. Yeah, I had my little pocket camera on. I'm like, that's my rose.
Beaver.
Yeah.
That could be a beaver
That's
duck.
going to be a beaver duck and a dragon pretty soon. Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
I mean, that's all Flash is anyways. It's just some other image is redrawn
Yeah.
10,000 different ways, you know?
Right.
Yeah. How could anybody come up with something that hasn't been done already?
Right.
And then there's the pop culture like Flash now, and that's just getting redone and redone and redone.
You know what nobody's done, though, is a black and gray lion with blue eyes. That's nobody's done that yet.
Or a crown or a compass.
Whoa.
Oh,
That would
None
be
of it.
sick.
The
Or a
lion
Grim
with-
Reaper in an hourglass.
Dude.
What about that? That would be sick, bro.
What about a Jesus with a crown of thorns and blue eyes?
You can only
Oh.
get those done under anesthesia, though.
Oh,
You're not allowed. It has to be pain free. Yeah.
And then like dermals for like his tears or
Yeah.
something.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. You just made the douchiest tattoo more douchey.
Oh yeah.
I just made some Guido really
Yeah.
hard.
Tattoos by affliction. Oh, yeah.
Affliction. Whatever happened to Affliction? Are they still around?
They're huge. They're coming back, dude.
What's affliction?
It's
Oh,
that
that
clothing.
brand.
Yeah, they're coming back.
Sick.
They went.
So are Junko jeans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. All those like suggested feeds on Instagram. I saw this guy. He's like living out of a motel. Have
I've
you
seen this
it?
guy. He's like, yeah, these are 30-inch opening at the bottom. Yeah, that guy's great.
This guy, he's got to be what pushing 50.
Oh yeah.
He's pushing 50, living out of a motel, but like he has this crazy collection of Jenko jeans. Like
He's a Janko junkie.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like corduroys, everything, like just
Not
all the
business
whole
Jankos.
yeah, the whole set,
Yeah.
dude.
And I didn't know that there was like models or like a.
And then he pulls them up and he's got those fat DVSs underneath. Dude's living it right now.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
getting so much pussy.
Yeah.
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 There's none left for
Yeah.
anyone else.
I don't think there's any pussy that even exists anymore after him.
No.
He did it all.
Obliterated.
It's gone.
Yeah. Tyler got it all.
Yeah, off
Is
the
that
market.
his name?
No, I don't know. He looks like a Tyler though.
He could be a Tyler.
He could be a Tyler.
Is there 50-year-old Tylers?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Should be.
They're,
I feel like they just stay 16.
That's it. Yeah. How do you like a baby dead in the face and name it Tyler?
That's not what. There's a lot of names that I think that about.
like what? Like Cody?
Like my
Yeah,
name.
sure.
Like how? Like my parents looked at me as a baby and were like, "This is going to be Richard.
This guy looks like a
This
dick.
is Richard. Who
well-
does that?
His name too, James.
James.
James is a crazy name for a baby.
Yeah, it was by default though. I'm like
It's not short for Jamathan.
Jimberly.
Jimberly.
Jamathan is
Jamathan.
good.
Jamathan, that's another
Yeah.
good one. Dude, there's a lot of new ones lately.
Yeah. People are just
Jamathan.
naming their kids not names anymore. They're just
Yeah.
putting like two together. Like,
Conjunction.
yeah.
Yeah, like that girl, Chris Sean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, it's a.
There's only one of them.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's just one.
There's just one. If
And
you
there's
don't
no
know, then
last
you don't
name.
know. It's one of those if you know, you know, but
Yeah.
you don't know. But yeah,
Do you have kids?
Nope.
What would you name if?
Probably Richard.
Probably Richard.
Boy or girl?
not poodle goat.
Mm,
Fuck, dude. I'm gonna need some more time to come up.
Poodle
with
goat
something.
was good.
Poodle goats. Yeah, the front runner for sure.
So
Yeah, but
you
you
would.
can make any of these flash designs a poodle goat.
Oh, and I'm
That's
about.
true.
Just put poodle fur on her and a goat head.
And I'm about
Dude.
to.
That's great. I have a lot of designs to paint now.
It's unlimited ideas.
You can't take my poodle goat. You get elephant vacuum.
Gorilla Cow's pretty good though too.
Gorilla
That's
Cow
a pretty good one, dude.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
Gorilla Cow. I might even do a couple of those.
Go ahead. I give you my blessing.
Cool.
New name.
Yeah, I'll give you credit.
When you
Yeah.
rebrand, when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get canceled and rebrand.
Yeah. I'm not gonna totally rip you off. Just 20%.
I see a lot of your content,
Mhm.
and it looks like the entire shop is involved.
Yes.
And is it like you picked the right people for the job for that type of personality.
Oh my God, was there auditions?
No, well, it's kind of an accident. Like how
Yeah.
it all happened. I mean, even like with my content, the way that it came about is so like when I started tattooing, my mentors told me like, oh, you got to make an Instagram, start posting your artwork, start posting your tattoos, and just start making videos so people can see you. You know, that's the way to get out there now. And I did, and I started making stupid videos, and some of them hit, some of them didn't, but I wasn't consistent with it. So like some would get, a couple thousand, some would, and then a couple hit, like I got one that got like 1 million, and I was like, oh man, I'm great,
Yeah.
And then I make a couple more, and then they wouldn't hit, and I was like, I'm just wasting my time. Yeah, I'm wasting my time. I'm gonna quit. I probably need to get a job now or whatever, And so it was like this up and down thing, and I kind of just fell off. And then one day, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna make these videos because I would see all these guys that are doing like tattoo content, and they're doing like bad tattoos, and they're just like reaming these bad tattoos that are obviously bad, and they're just talking shit, and it's like whatever. So I was like, I think it'd be really funny if I like pretend like I really like the tattoo,
Like stoked about it.
Yeah, like totally stoked. Like this is awesome, you know what I mean? And I found one. It was like a black and gray rose, and it was just terrible, and it had like some writing underneath it, and I did it in my car. I was like in my car doing it, and green screen in front of it, and I made it, and I was just kind of just fucking around, not even thinking it was gonna be anything, and it got like 5 million views.
Oh my God.
It was like the first one I did, and I was like, dude, like I gotta do more of these, and I got all these comments and stuff and like a bunch of followers, and so I was like, I'm just gonna do more.
Before the skits, huh?
Before the skits.
Yeah,
Before doing skits, I was just doing bad tattoo content, pretending like I like it, and I was like just roasting it, but just very sarcastically, and they were fucking hitting.
Dude, that's incredible.
They were hitting, bro. And like I couldn't go wrong. Every video I made was like did really well, so I just kept pushing that button, and
did people start tagging you like, do this
so
one next?
So that's how I started. Like I started getting like clicked up with all the other guys that were like making memes, like tattoo memes, like body graphics, and like all those guys that are just super offensive and just super like rage baiting you. You know what I'm saying? And I was started talking to them and like, so it was like I just treated it like a second job. I would post at like between 11 and 12 every day, no matter what. I'm posting a video, and sometimes I would post again at like 6 p.m. So I was just overdoing it, and I jumped within like the first 90 days, I jumped to like 10,000 followers. So I was just like, dude, I'm just going to keep fucking doing this, and then I started doing the skits because I would see other shops doing it, and I'm like, okay, so they're getting the whole shop involved, like we need to be doing this.
Yeah.
We need to be doing this because so the shop I'm at, we're new. We've been there for like 2 years. It was me and Big Happy started it, and it was with like 5 other guys. So it wasn't just me and him at first. It was me, him, and like 5 other dudes. We all came from other shops, and we started this shop, and we're like, okay, we're just going to all split the rent. So there's no boss. It's just us guys running a shop. Everyone just their own boss. And obviously you could see how that kind of situation could go wrong. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
We're seeing.
You know what I mean? So there's like too many, chefs in the kitchen kind of a thing, and some people weren't getting along, so a couple guys left, and then some guys got slow and left, and, other guys like went on to like bigger and better things and left, so slowly everyone kind of started leaving. So now me and Happy are just stuck with this tattoo shop. Not qualified to be running a tattoo shop at all. You know what I mean? We have no fucking idea what we're doing, but we're trying to make it work, And so we have some people working for us, and I'm like, we got to get, so I was like getting Happy involved, and he started to kind of, I could see, I was like, okay, so he's starting to like it. He's having fun with it, he's creating his character.
So Happy was sad for a little bit.
Yeah, he was big sad at first. Big sad.
Bummed.
Yeah, he was big sad at first, and then a couple of videos later, he's big happy, So we just
God.
and then we started getting like the environment involved, like when we first got there, anybody from Orange County knows Beach and Ball is like notorious for prostitutes, drugs. Like it is the pinnacle of like if you say, Beach and Ball, like, that's not good.
The first video I saw of you were talking like with all the prostitutes in the background in your parking lot.
That was another video that went that hit. So I was like, okay, so now here's another thing that we have to keep, like pressing that button. This is people are watching this and they're interested in this, so we got to keep doing this, and like that's all shit that actually is going on. There's not like we're not staging any of it. Like we're lucky. Like there's actually shit that goes on that like we don't get captured, and we're like, damn it, we missed that. Like, you know, we're like, damn, that would have been a great video, you know? So we started including all that, and like it's starting to attract people to like want to come check out the shop and kind of see if what we're doing is like really what's really going on, you know? And it is like, it's a crazy place for a tattoo shop, and it's not a safe space.
We're telling you that now.
Yeah, it's not a quiet, safe space place where you can, you know what I mean? Like it's loud, it's crazy shit goes on, there's offensive shit going on. Like it's a real tattoo shop, you know? And we want to really like show that.
We just want to really offend.
We really want to offend everybody, you know? That we want no one to come get tattooed. But I just feel like that, like you gotta be authentic with your content. Like, and I think if you're not, people will recognize that, you know, like, because there are tattooers I see that are very, like, just egotistical, and everything is about me, and I'm so good, and I'm so great, and look at my work, and look at that, and it's like, maybe some people care about that shit, but
they're
like
protecting their image.
Yeah, like maybe some people want to see how good you are at tattooing, but for me, I noticed nobody really gives a fuck about my tattoos. Nobody cares.
You tattoo?
Yeah, nobody even knows it. They're like, oh, well, you tattoo? Like nobody cares about my tattoos, you know, like Instagram is just a place to network, and if you can market yourself, cool, you know, but like people want to see you. And like, that's the thing about us, like tattooers, like, you know, like we're selling a product in a way. But we're more selling like an experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that shit means more to a lot of people.
Like right when I walk through the door, I walk in here, I'm like, wow, this place is cool. Like immediately, I didn't even know, like I was like, when I got here, I was like, oh, maybe this is just a podcast studio. Like I didn't think I was walking into a tattoo shop. I got here, I was like, well, this is cool. It's like an old building, it's tattooed. Like, this is incredible, you know? So immediately I was having a good experience.
That's cool.
And that's what people want.
I think so too, yeah.
They want that. They're spending money. That's their day off. They're getting away from, like, we forget that, like, we're here every day, and the people that come to our tattoo shop are at some other job they might not like, or they're dealing with other bullshit in their life that isn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is their escape.
It's a huge special day for
them. And we're over here telling them, like, I won't put it upside down. That's not how you do it.
It's not for you.
It's not for you. Like, I'm like, hey, you want me? You want that thing upside down? Let's run it. Let's do it upside down. Yeah, hell yeah. You want it to hit your ear? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
That's crazy too, is we are so desensitized to being in a tattoo shop when the average person, even if they're heavily tattooed, they are probably only in a shop once a year, or maybe a couple times a year.
And this is our everyday thing, and we're just, you know, like sometimes I think that we forget that, and like we're very fortunate. Like tattooing has its ups and downs, you know. There's times where like I feel like I'm like, fuck, maybe I don't have what it takes to keep this ball rolling, you know. But I also think that that's what keeps me on my toes and keep trying to do better and try more things and get out of my comfort zone, you know what I mean? Because like I do love this and I do want it to work, so I'm willing to do whatever it takes, you know, no matter what.
Even if you got to be out with the hose on.
Even if I got to be out with the hose making videos at 1 a.m,
dude,
you know?
It's like a straight up drive-through in his parking lot.
It is. It's crazy.
It sounds
they
like
just like line up, right?
Yeah,
like
and they park out in front of the shop. Like it's just like, bro, I'll roll up.
They take all your parking.
I'll leave. There's been times where like I leave really late, like not super late, but like I'll leave at like 10 o'clock. I'll see the girls out there, and then I have an appointment the next day at like 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll come back, same girls are out. And I'm like, I don't think this is a second shift. I'm pretty sure this is the same shift.
You're like,
you know what I'm saying?
They're beat. Man, did you get your lunch break?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, not that one. Wait till the next one. Wait till the next shift, bro. Like, you know.
She hasn't even wiped her ass.
Yeah, no, not that one, dude.
Oh, wild.
It's crazy, but you know, it's cool. And like, they come in to get tattooed. They're actually super cool people. Like, you know, and I've talked to them.
Turns out they're people too.
It turns out, you know what I mean? They're not scary or mean, or most of them aren't even on drugs. But yeah, like they're super cool. They come get tattooed, and you know, like we just try to like provide a cool environment for everybody in the area, you know, like we're not, you know, cause like the guy that ran it before locked the doors, boarded up the window. Like he ran it like a private suite. He didn't want anybody outside coming in. He was super afraid of the
tattoo shop.
Yeah. The tattoo shop, the guy cause we bought it from somebody.
Okay.
And he was like he was like, I don't want, like, I just need to get out of this area. And I'm like, these these people want to get tattooed too. Like, why are you?
He sounds like a prude.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like, they got money, not a lot, but they got some. Let them in.
And when they don't have money, they get it.
Yeah, they got something else for us. You know what I'm saying? Trade it, for some drugs or something, whatever. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's a cool spot. Well, at first, I didn't think it was gonna work. I was like, this is a terrible location. But once I started using it, like, I'm like, okay, we can either look at this as a bad thing or we can use it as a good thing.
Yeah, make some lemonade.
Yeah. So it's great. I love it. But yeah, the video thing, it kind of just happened by accident, and having like the rest of the shop get involved, I think was a very important piece because everybody needs to be putting themselves out there. Like if you and there's going to be some people that disagree with me because I've had like older tattooers in my comment section, telling me like, oh, we shouldn't have to resort to making videos and doing content and like stuff like this. We're tattooers, we're tradesmen. And honestly, like I agree more with the old school guys. I consider myself more of that type of tattooer than my generation of tattooers because I don't really see eye to eye with the guys that are. I mean, I'm like in the middle. I'm 36, so I'm not in my 20s. You know what I mean? But I'm also not. I'm also not an old head either. So I'm in the middle. But I relate more with the old heads. For me, right, is like if I have this platform where I could possibly market myself or. Not even that, maybe just network with other tattooers. Like, I'm going to take advantage of that. And if I have to do some stupid shit once in a while, cool. But I actually enjoy it. I'm not going, fuck, man, I got to get up today and make another goddamn video. Like, they come to me, and it's like I was telling you guys earlier, I took videography class in high school. So I've always loved editing videos, making videos. I always like creating them, so it is like a creative outlet for me, like as... I don't even want to say artist, but I guess you could, like as an artist, like that, I kind of like creating stuff. And that's one of the things that I enjoy creating. And it's not, I don't do it for any other reason other than like I get joy out of it, And if some people watch it and think that it's funny, then great. You know what I mean? Then great. Cool. But if you don't like it, then fucking whatever. I don't.
Yeah, you're a fucking natural, dude.
Have you ever seen that's our Adam Sandler? That's how he does his movies. Like he creates his movies for his friends to think they're funny, and then obviously it's never steered him wrong. So you're like Adam Sandler, dude.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to say.
Yeah. I am Adam Sandler, huh?
Yeah. You get
I might be better than Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Well, should we introduce him really quick before we get too far? Okay. Welcome back to another episode of the Tattoo Budcast. Today we have a very... Wait, is that how we do it?
No. Yeah, I mean, we didn't do the first... the whole thing, but that's fine. We could just do that.
No, let's do the whole thing.
Okay.
Maybe in another year. Welcome back to another episode of the Tattoo Budcast, the only podcast that feels like a tattoo session.
Minus the tattoos. I am Jimmy Jam.
Still not right. And I'm Sinai Garcia. And today we have a very special guest. You've definitely heard of him. You might hate him. You might love him. You might have went to his world-renowned tattoo school. We have the one and only Ricky Beaverduck. What's your last name?
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
Beaverduck.
It's Maloney. It's fine. It's on my Facebook.
I'd rather not say that it's Maloney.
Yeah.
Grandson of Mark.
I'd rather not
Mahoney.
break my anonymity, please.
Yeah. Give it up. So back to you were just about to get into, you have people in your comments talking about how they shouldn't have to do these videos, which in a perfect world, sure, we shouldn't have to.
Yeah, should it? Sure, then.
But we do.
But we have to.
Yeah. But also, like, it's not that we shouldn't have to, like, if you don't want to, don't.
Yeah.
Like, no one's forcing you to do it. But also, like, if you hate what you see on Instagram, don't have an Instagram. Don't scroll.
I don't get it, how people just go for that. Just to be
scroll.
mad.
Yeah, don't scroll because you're going to see shit that, like, Instagram is going to force you to see stuff that you probably didn't, like, ask them to see.
Yeah.
You know? So like you're just going to be a hater the whole time you're scrolling and seeing stuff that you don't like, you know what I mean? Like, and if you come across somebody that posts videos pretty frequently that you see that you don't like, just block that person, I guess.
Bro, oh my God. And these fucking idiots don't realize like how algorithms work. The more you comment on the
it's going to
shit
show you
you
more of that
hate,
shit.
the more the
Yeah.
app thinks you like it.
You like it,
And
yeah.
they're
It
gonna
doesn't know
show
negative
you.
comments.
What
it just
a
knows
crazy
yeah.
way to
Yeah.
live, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go back on.
Yeah.
I'm mad.
I'm
but-
mad. Yeah, I'm mad at that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's no such thing as a bad comment, but I feel like your shit is so unproblematic, but there has to be people out there that are just so like intent on misunderstanding you, right?
Well, I get a lot of what I'm doing is some of the things I do are directly aimed at specific people,
Uh-huh.
you know, and
Indirect.
no,
or-
well, they're pretty direct.
Okay.
It might not say their name, but it's pretty clear who I'm talking about. And I make that obvious, you know, because I hope that they see it. And most of the time they do.
Yeah.
And I try to do it in a respectful way rather than like a mean way, you know? Like funny. Like if you can't laugh at yourself, bro, you like I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're lost. You're cooked, whatever the kids say, right? But
You
like
know what they say.
yeah, I know they say cooked. But like so most of these people are making videos that are like for example, they'll be talking about tattoo apprenticeships, right?
Mhm.
Tattoo apprenticeships are a scam, or tattoo school is the best way to learn, or old school methods are a way of the past, and you know, gatekeepers are bad, or you know, all these things, right?
Yeah.
And they're aiming their content at someone like me that has learned how to tattoo a certain way. So you're already attacking
Yeah.
our
Shots
culture.
fired
You're
already.
attacking us already. You're attacking our method, our ways. You're attacking us. So what I'm doing isn't starting anything. You've already started it. I
Mhm.
am retaliating with a video that I think is, you know, I can have a voice too.
Oof.
I
You
can have
got
a
me all
voice too.
fired up.
You know what I mean? I can have a voice too. But the problem is right, so there's all these people, these young tattooers, tattoo school influencers, all these people, right? And they're the ones making content, right? So they have the voice. Now you have all these old school tattooers that are saying, man, fuck making content. We should have to make videos. But what they're really doing is they're ruining the opportunity for them to have a platform to express
To
their
have
opinion.
a retort, yeah.
So it's making this category of tattooer that is all about money and all about selling information and doing it this way because all they care about is themselves. They don't care about tattooing as a whole.
Uh-huh.
So they have the voice and then we don't because we're too pissed off to make videos and we're just mad at them for sharing the information for money.
Yeah.
That's
right?
so true. And then they're in an echo chamber getting their dick sucked by other
Mhm.
guys that
Yeah.
are sucking their own dick as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
If I could reach, I would suck my own dick.
Absolutely.
you do. He
Absolutely.
does. It's incredible to see.
I've tried. I could reach. It's just too short.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah. I could go down there. It's just yeah.
There's no getting back up.
It's got to meet me halfway, and it
I
doesn't.
could go down.
Yeah.
You guys could suck each other's dicks.
No way. That's gross.
That would be
That's
gay.
gross. Not a man dick. Yeah. So and that's why I feel like it's important for us to create the content and to share our opinions and have our voice and do it in a way that's like not threatening or starting anything. You know what I mean? Because those guys will take it personally, and I've had them try to come back and attack me. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm like, bro, you started it. You said this. And
You said a mean thing
yeah,
first.
you said a mean thing first, and then I came back with my video, and now you're offended. Like, bro, like
Yeah.
you shouldn't. If you can't handle it, then don't make your content. You know, but and the whole thing about gatekeeping, right? And these guys always say this, like gatekeeping is so bad. Oh, these gatekeepers, they don't want to share information, and like you're a gatekeeper too. You're only sharing information with people that give you money. Is that not gatekeeping?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so we're
Textbook.
maybe we're gatekeep information, but we're only sharing it with people that we think are willing to earn it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to just share it with just anybody, but if you come in here and you work for it and you show that like you're dedicated and you really love this thing, I'll share the information with you for free. I'm not making any
Yeah.
money off of
And I think that's beautiful, right? Like that's a way
Yeah.
kinder, I think, than
yeah, it's the best way.
then
Like,
I'm gonna take your money even if I think you're wasting your money. Like, I'll
but in
just hand
any
it
other
over.
trade, it's the same thing. Like you want to go be a plumber and they're like, well, what do you know? Oh, I went to plumbing school. They're like, come on, dude, plumbing school? Like, really? Like, but hey, I apprenticed as a plumber for 5 years with this company. You can call this guy. He taught me, he's a well-respected plumber, and like, cool, we want to hire you because obviously you know your shit. You know what I mean? And they're trying to sell this idea where it's like, yeah, they're trying to legitimize the tattoo school thing, and maybe they are a little bit, but it's not recognized everywhere. You know what I mean? So you're only going to be able to learn a little bit of information, go open a private studio, and then continue to suffer for the next couple of years until you ultimately probably will have to quit because you didn't really learn everything there is to know about tattooing, because the guys that are teaching it aren't successful tattooers.
Yeah.
Because a successful tattooer doesn't have time to run a tattoo school. You don't.
I know what you're saying. Like, same thing kind of with like the people that tell you what to do to be busy. What are you?
Yeah, like a marketing influencer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's these guys. I see these guys, these videos of these guys like, oh, join my marketing program. I'm going to show you how to blow up your Instagram and get all these followers. And I click their page and have like 3,000 followers.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you have the secret sauce, why don't you have like a bunch of followers?
Or
dude?
the people that DM you and they're like, do you want to grow your Instagram?
Yeah.
And look, and they have like no following.
It's like buying drugs from someone that doesn't do drugs. You're like, whoa, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
what's
wrong with these drugs? You know? You know? What are you, a cop?
Yeah, it's like, do you have no ethics?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell, man?
You got to get a high on your own supply a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe not strung out. No one wants a strung out drug dealer.
No. Because then he never leaves.
Then he doesn't show up.
Yeah. Or he doesn't
won't
show
shut
up.
the fuck up.
Yeah, and then he doesn't have any. You can't buy any because it's all gone already.
Like you buy drugs from someone and then they want to do your drugs with you and you're like, no.
Yeah.
You want to hang out for a bit?
You want to hang out and do all the drugs I just sold you?
You're like, you have more, don't you?
Yeah,
Go do
thank you. I want to do mine by myself in my house. In my dark room.
Does it bother you at all when people are trying to misunderstand you online? Because that's what it seems like sometimes they try.
It did a little bit in the beginning. But I think like, so in the beginning when I started making videos and I was kind of aiming them at certain people and they were seeing it, I also didn't have as many, like, I feel like now I have way more supporters than I do haters. So it's easy to kind of just be like, the haters, I kind of just ignore them anymore. Or when they do, like, I just retaliate again and fire back. Cause if you want to start a roasting battle with me, I'm really good at it. Like, you're gonna not win because like, that's just my, like, that's kind of, I have that skill.
That's okay. So there's that. I have a question about that. How far is too far? Because I too will go back and forth with somebody trying to roast me online, and I'm always like, sometimes I write stuff out and I'm like, this might be too mean.
Yeah.
But
I feel like when you're
some
showing
days they catch me on the right day and I'm like,
showing up to their shop with a baseball bat might be too far.
No, I just mean verbally. Like if somebody says that I sound like or what's some of the comments that we've gotten? That I should be deleted from the earth.
Why would they say that about you?
Because my voice.
Have you heard her?
I actually didn't want to say anything. I heard it too. I'll take those headphones now, please.
No, you don't need to plug it in.
I think you're getting a lot of feedback on that microphone.
Yeah, so things like that, right? Like, so is it wrong if I
go click on their profile and look at their page and like see their pictures and like find something?
I do.
I don't think that's too far.
But is it too far? Let's say if I call their kid ugly.
No. Is the kid ugly?
I would never
That's their
lie.
fault.
That's the thing about
that's
me.
That's
is
their fault.
I don't lie.
They shouldn't have an ugly kid then if they don't want to hear that, you know?
Okay.
No, that's definitely not too far.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Run it.
Like, you shouldn't be on my shit talking shit anyways.
I follow this guy. He's great. Is his name on Instagram is It's Just Chris, right? He's got like tattoos on his face. He's like, you know, like a Southern guy, you know, he's got like an accent and I've been following him for a while. You know, he's like a diesel mechanic and he makes his videos and he basically just blew up just by doing his content like, hey, this is what I do every day. I go to work, and then then people will comment like, hey, you're stupid, you have face tattoos, you're dumb. Like, they'll just like comment like that shit. And he will make videos. He'll go to their profile and he'll be like, on today's episode of motherfuckers talking shit without keeping their profile on private. And he'll pull up their whole family vacation photos and he will just roast the shit out of them, dude. And it is fucking hilarious, dude. Like
That's hilarious.
there's no too far with this guy. He's great. And people love it.
See, that's the kind of stuff I want to do.
You
Usually,
should.
well, I'll like screenshot my response because they always drop it after
Yeah.
the first reply. But I'll screenshot it, but I always block out their name to spare them because I'm also not trying to like rally the troops. But also, I'm like, maybe I should rally the troops.
But also, let's fuck this person up.
Yeah. I did that one time. I made a video about somebody and I was like, hey, make sure everyone goes over to his page and leave him some comments, And I went in over to the guy's page and a bunch of people that follow me went over there and just roasted him in his comments, dude. It was pretty great. So like sometimes you should rally up the troops a little bit, you know what I mean? Just to show these people hey, this is who you're fucking with,
I think it's time. If Beaverduck says,
like I'm not from a gang, but I am gang related.
You're related to gang members?
Related. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's good.
I too am related to gang members.
You know what I mean? Like I got some people in my pocket. They will check out
They're gonna roast
and they will go to your page
with fire.
Yeah. And emojis and gifs. Yeah.
I like that.
It's funny though. A lot of those are driven by just like how she was saying. Like they don't even. Or I don't know if we mentioned it, but we posted a video and it was controversial.
Mm-hmm.
And we noticed that the people that were commenting only watched like the first few seconds of it. They pull what they want to get mad at.
Idiots, you can see how long you guys are watching and you're not finished.
Yeah.
They hear something that they don't want to
comment.
Yeah, and then they're just fucking going in, and it's like, dude, watch the rest of it, and it would make more sense.
Controversy sells. A lot of times you gotta like post an unpopular opinion, and it like for some reason that goes further. Just like I was telling you guys earlier, like I made that I made a picture. I post on Facebook too, and it was a picture of The Apprentice and then his tattoo, right? And it was a Molotov cocktail and it said "fuck ice" on the bottle. I didn't get the tattoo. I didn't do the tattoo, and people were commenting on him. Oh, you're a piece of shit supporter, fucking blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, you support sex trafficking, and like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? You know what I mean? I'm like, what is even?
You had sex with my mama,
yeah, dude. I'm like, dude, what? Like,
and she's only 12.
Yeah, like, dude, I didn't even do the tattoo. Like, it's crazy, right? And it's like that picture went viral on Facebook and made me money because people are commenting on it, negative shit.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Like, the more comments and views it gets, the more I get paid. So, like, keep them going.
So have at
you know
it.
what I mean? I want to make like a whole, a whole controversial flash sheet.
Get mad.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Contradiction.
Like contradicting shit. Like, like a right and a left side. You know what I mean? And like put both shit on each one.
Yeah,
that
one
would
blue
be great.
side, one red side.
Yeah.
A hand reaching across the aisle.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, dude. Get them all mad. I want both sides to hate me. Fuck them both, dude.
Yeah.
That'd
and then you can have a Beaverduck like all red page and then an all blue page. And they'll never know because they don't want to talk to each other. So.
Yeah, and then a rainbow duck in the middle.
Rainbow duck.
Beautiful,
you know what I mean?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Because love is love.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So this apprentice that you got, he has a cul-de-sac or had a cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
on his head?
Yeah, we shaved his head like Dr. Phil. That was the deal. He had to keep it for 30 days. And I kept my word. I didn't want to. I wanted to make him keep it longer. But he was like, bro, 30 days. Come on, man. Let me cut my hair. And I'm like, all right. So I started.
Did you keep it fresh? Like,
yeah, we shaved it like once a week. Like, just shaved it like once a week. And he had to rock it. And so that was cool. And then I cut his hair and then I gave him a rat tail. And I told him he's got to just hang on to that for a little while. I'm not going to make him keep it for a long time.
And it's like a tiny little,
rat tail like that big, dude. We braided it. Yeah, it's pretty ugly.
It looks fucking so fun to work at your shop.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
we're cool. Like, we just have a good time, fuck around a lot. We try not to take it too seriously. I feel like if we are going to be super serious, then just go work in an office. Like what's
absolutely.
Like, there's plenty of jobs where I can go make way more fucking money, and you know what I mean, be Mr. Serious guy, and I don't want that.
Do a lot of people like try to get a job there now that your shit is
I've had
popping?
So I used to have kind of a hard time hiring people, just because it was it was a hard shop to get started, and the content has changed that. So like the last time I made a post about like we're hiring, I was able to hire people within like fucking days of making that post. The problem is like you don't know who you're hiring. Like, you know what I mean? Like the only way to really get to know somebody is by working with them. You know,
But I also feel like on the other side of that is like these people are reaching out because they could see the atmosphere.
right?
So naturally, I would imagine you would attract somebody of like mind.
Yeah, like if you want to work here, there's definitely something wrong with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, like why do you want to work here, dude? You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah, you're definitely not a straight shooter, are you? But yeah, like. You know, so we've gone through a bunch of people, you know, and like some people show up and it's not for them, and then some people don't mix well with the rest of the shop, and you know, some people. I think the shortest amount of time we had someone work there was like 15 minutes.
Whoa!
What do you mean 15 minutes?
15
How is
minutes.
that possible?
Yeah,
Let's expand.
She showed up and was bringing her shit in, and I told her something that I don't think she liked, you know, about like how the shop functions,
About
you know?
her tits?
Yeah, I was like, those tits are not the same size.
Are you
Each
open
one-
to getting them bigger?
Yeah. How about we get rid
Go
of those bad
outside
boys?
and check the parking lot for some inspo.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to work outside actually for the first week, and I get 30%.
And you also have to have a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, we're gonna shave your head. No, I just told her like, you know, just about like the commission, like how the commission works. It's super simple. Like it was nothing crazy, like just basic shop.
Just
shit.
percentage talk.
Yeah, big percentage. You know what I mean? It was like, here's the option of rent, or here's the option of commission. Like those are your two options, you know. And she came back in and she was like, my boyfriend said that he doesn't want me working here. It's in a professional environment.
I wonder if it's but
It could
I wonder
be.
if it's homegirl.
Oh my God! Maybe.
We'll talk
It
about
might be. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be. But but I could see her face change when I told her like, hey, you know, this is how it works. You know, I could see her face change, and then
What did she think?
I don't know what people think. I think that people think that like they're like, okay, I'm gonna go on commission, and I'm gonna show up to work whenever I want.
Uh-huh.
But it's like if you want to show up to work whenever you want, you have to pay rent.
Yeah.
But if you want to be on commission, you have to be on a schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's
well, you know what I mean.
like a standard.
I don't need somebody showing up once a week to make me $40.
She just wanted to pay you in vibes.
And
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So like when I told her like, hey, that's not gonna work, you have to do this or you have to do that, it was like, ugh. I'm like, all right, well, I don't know.
Can I just do what I want?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if you're gonna find a better situation. That's pretty much the same situation anywhere you go, you know?
I picture her wheeling her toolbox in and then making a large U-turn,
Yeah,
like a wide U-turn.
it was exactly that. It was her coming in, dropping off a couple things. I told her that. She went outside to grab a couple more things, came back in empty-handed and said, hey, I gotta grab my shit and go.
Because my boyfriend said no.
Because my boyfriend said no. And I was like, all right. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't that, but you know.
That's
No.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of embarrassing. to
I've had
do.
a couple girls come work for the shop and say the boyfriend doesn't like them there.
Damn.
But maybe it could
Does my
be.
boyfriend not love me?
Yeah, it could be though.
No.
I don't know. I try to put myself in their shoes. Like if
Yeah.
my chick was working at a shop and there was like a bunch of hookers out front or something, and the shop was full of dudes or whatever.
She might sell pussy if
I
you
would be
let
like,
her.
maybe I'm not comfortable with this. So, but I try
Yeah.
to understand. Like I wasn't mad or anything. I was like, no, that's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, like totally.
But bitch, you knew where it was. You obviously brought your
You showed
shit.
up before today, like you came in and talked to us, you saw the environment, you know, but I think that people may be threatened by that too. You know, I've had people show up and work for a day and then the next day be like, oh, this is not going to work out for me.
Just too much.
Maybe, yeah. Like
Is Big Happy too happy? Tell us the truth.
Big Happy is very happy. He's
Maybe
very
that's what
happy.
it
He has
is.
earned that name. He's a nice guy.
And
I've actually
they're
had-
pissed about
And
it.
I've had people not like him.
Really?
People have like complained about him, and I'm like, you're complaining about him and not me? Like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a fucking asshole, dude. You're mad at that guy? That guy's the nicest guy in the world. What's wrong with you?
I gotta meet that guy.
Yeah,
He's great.
I want to hug that
Yeah,
guy.
he's great. Yeah, he's the best. He's the best partner that I could possibly ask for. Like our dynamic, the way that like we function, is never like a hey, I've got an idea. You know what I mean? It's like hey, I got an idea. Yeah, let's run that. Or same thing. Hey, what about if we do that? Yeah, let's do that.
As far as like shop.
Because it's we're partners. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We 50-50 split.
It's your
everything.
husband.
It's you know what I mean. So it's very we don't ever have a disagreement. We don't ever have like no, that's not gonna work. I don't like that. You know what I mean? It's always like boom boom. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's do
Yeah.
this. You know what I mean? So it's a very cool like we actually really scored on our situation. You know.
That's cool, and it happened like organically, right?
Yeah,
it
it
just fucking
totally
fell into
kind of
place.
just fell into our lap, you know, and now we're just trying to make it work, you know, and it's cool. Like we're not getting rich off the shop, nor do we even really want to, you know, like we're more interested in providing a cool environment for us to tattoo in, and then whoever works for us to also, like, we want them to make money and survive and get better at tattooing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the most important thing for us, because my mindset really is that, like, even if running the shop costs me a little bit of money, it's still gonna probably be cheaper than if I worked for someone else,
right?
You know, and also I don't have to deal with somebody else's ideas or on how I need to run my business, or how much I need to charge, or how, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you get to have your own clubhouse.
I had the freedom to do that, you know what I mean? And then I also get to, it's been kind of shitty though, because like my mindset is like, you know, I want to make sure that I run my shop differently. You know what I mean? Because I've had other people come with like, oh, I've worked for people that run it this way. Like, I don't want to be that. I want to make sure that I'm the tattooer's boss. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be that. Like, you know what I mean? People complain, oh, I work for a guy that doesn't tattoo. All he cares about, you know, I don't want to ever be that. I want to be somebody that's understanding and like, you know, I'm about you being successful, you know, just as much as my own success. You know, I want to make sure that I'm like that. But I think that people also take advantage of that sometimes.
Yeah.
And they see that as like, oh, they can run game on me, or they can, you know what I'm saying? Since I'm so like open and cool, like they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
So I've had those kinds of experiences too.
So you had to drop the hammer.
So I've had to drop the hammer a couple times, and I'm not good at being that. You know what I mean? Which is something I need to work on. I'm not like the corporate, you know what I'm saying? So I have a hard time sometimes.
Coming in a tie.
Yeah, I have a hard time sometimes.
What, just a tie over your tattoo shirt?
Yeah, just no shirt on at all, just a little fucking bow tie on. I'm like, hey, I gotta be the boss today.
Like Chippendale.
Yeah, I gotta be the boss today. I'm wearing like leather pants and shit. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's hard to be that because I'm not that, you know? I'm
gonna need to speak with you at the end of the day.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to see those pants. So sometimes it's hard to like change that and be that when I'm just kind of having fun and just doing like, you know, because I feel like I don't have a job. It's actually how I feel. I don't feel like I don't have an actual.
Isn't it the best?
It's the best. It's the best. Now, having that also comes with a level of responsibility and discipline and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because like, I can just go fuck off every day, but then I also don't have anybody that can take care of me. So like, I have to make sure that I still run it like a business, you know?
You should hire Big Happy to take care of you.
I should. He would be good at it.
Take care of him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We need a bigger
We need a bigger Happy?
Bigger Happy.
Oh, shit. We should hire a bigger Happy.
Dude. Oh, yeah. You guys
like a parade float. Like he's just like up above the shop.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Oh, my God.
That'd be sick, dude. Yeah. With two big old blow-up hookers on each side. Like, yeah.
Okay, next Christmas, you got to get one of those inflatable large Santas and paint its beard and tattoo it to make it look like a bigger hat.
I will do that. That'd be great.
Yeah. So maybe we go do that now.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be back. Oh, my God. So have you worked at a lot of shops yourself?
No, I haven't. I've worked at 2 shops. So I started tattooing like 8-9 years ago.
Okay.
I was a scratcher for years. I was just doing shitty tattoos. Didn't really know what I was doing. I started tattooing in like 2017. And there wasn't a lot of information on tattoo. Now it's like you go on Instagram and you can learn how to tattoo just off of following different guys that kind of share information and you know what I mean, which is whatever. I mean, it's cool, whatever. I'm not going to get into that, you know, but I wasn't good because I was teaching myself bad habits and I didn't have any guidance, you know. And there's a couple of guys that I knew that were tattooing and I would ask them some questions, you know. My neighbor Mike, he gave me my first tattoos. He lived next door. This other guy, Randy, he worked at a shop that Mike was working at, so I knew him. He was the apprentice there, and then he became a tattooer. He's really good, and I remember talking to him a little bit, and like, so I would kind of get some direction, you know what I mean, a little bit on like machines and different techniques, you know, but I was still just doing bad tattoos. And in 2021, so I got sober in 2020, and when I went to rehab and stuff, I got out, and I had like this stupid job, and I was just hated it, and ended up meeting this guy who's a tattooer, and he asked me if I wanted to, you know, take tattooing seriously. So I did my apprenticeship, and the shop that I did my apprenticeship at in 2021, I did my apprenticeship for a year, and then I worked there for a year.
So you were scratching before your apprenticeship?
Before my apprenticeship,
okay.
Yeah, I was a scratcher from like 2017 to like 2020. So for those like 3 or 4 years, whatever that is, Yeah, I was just doing bad tattoos. And then I quit for a little while, and then I got my apprenticeship, and then did that for a year, worked at that shop for a year, and then I also worked at this other shop, Working Class Tattoo. It was a friend of a friend, super cool guy, Casey. No, it's in Huntington Beach.
Oh, okay.
But he had like just opened the shop, and he was looking for like somebody like part time. So I worked there for like a very short time. I like maybe like a month or two, and then this shop opened up. It was for sale, and those guys we started the shop with, they were like, "Hey, should we all buy the shop? No boss. Everyone just kind of pays the rent. This would be a great situation." You know, what the thing that sucked is after my apprenticeship, my mentor got the girl he was dating pregnant, and then
that does suck.
Then he got married, and then he like kind of like quit tattooing, you know? So I was like without a mentor basically. So I kind of just was like, did my apprenticeship, and then was just dropped into tattooing.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
And then after a year at that shop,
You're like, but I still have questions.
I needed guidance still, you know? So I feel like I kind of stopped growing, and Big Happy worked at that shop, and then he left. A bunch of those guys left. And Big Happy was kind of like my mentor after my mentor, you know what I mean? And then he left, and I was like, fuck, I have no guidance, you know? So then he was one of the guys that started this other shop with us. And so then I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm back in with Big Happy. That's kind of when I have questions and need to know things, he's the guy that tells me what to do, you know? So it was cool. So we went back to that shop, and that's the shop we're at now. So I've been there for the last 2 or 3 years. So I've really only been tattooing professionally for like 4 or 5 years.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, and you're running a whole tattoo school now.
Barely.
An
Barely.
entire school.
Yeah, an entire school. Yeah. We have like over 100 students now.
You're at 100?
Yeah.
Dude.
More than 100. I'm not
You
sure
gotta
exactly.
be more than
I should actually count. I've mailed like 100 at least of those things. Those diplomas.
And the tuition is pretty wild, right?
It's $20.
Wow.
$20.
I don't think
$20
we
and
could
you're
afford that.
immediately the best in the world. Immediately.
And that's guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Yeah, it's and you know what the scary thing about it is? You know what the scary thing is? That this is probably the most legitimate tattoo school out there.
Yeah.
Compared to all the other ones.
Is it like a bring your own gun situation?
Yeah, no,
or-
it's a like once the check clears, you're in.
You're the best.
I don't even care. I've even given them to people that aren't
He's like-
tattooers.
I'm just surprised you guys take checks.
Yeah, I've had a plumber hit me up, and he's like, "Can you put my license number on there?" I'm like, "You don't tattoo?" He's like, "Nope." So I
You're
was
like, don't need to, buddy. I
yeah.
got you.
I was like, "Sorry, I asked."
So you take like money order and cashless checks and all that?
Yeah. Anything that's like untraceable. Bitcoin.
Okay.
Western Union?
Mhm.
Oh, a pinky ring with the finger still attached.
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I might be able to
Mm-hmm.
swing that.
I
Yeah.
need to enroll.
Yeah. Maybe I make some money in his parking lot first, and then I pay for us both.
There you go.
I was
That's
going
the
to
best
say,
way.
I've seen his shop in person, but only
Yeah.
from the parking lot.
Yeah, then it pretty much pays for itself. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I've had people in the comments too, like the videos are like, "Hey, I know that corner." I'm like, "I know you do. I bet you do,
I
bro."
saw you.
Yeah. I bet you do, bro.
Unless my wife is reading this comment.
Yeah. That's so funny. We met a guy somewhere. I forgot where we were. He's like, "You guys are the Beach Boulevard tattoo guys, huh?" "Yeah, I know that corner." And we're like, "Okay."
Oh, dude.
Strange.
The school thing, I don't know if you're up for talking
Mhm.
about that at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I heard
Well,
that
yeah,
it
he needs more
started.
students.
Yeah.
It started as like I'm throwing this in as an add-in because you
Mhm.
ordered a shirt or something.
I made a bunch of shirts, and I was like, I noticed that like when I would get stuff from other tattooers, they would kind of throw in like things with them. You know what I mean? People would send me like a flash sheet, and they would like send in like
Sticker.
dice, or like they would send in like a little novelty, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to have a little something to send with the shirt, you know? So like, what if I make a fake diploma? That would be hilarious, you know?
You're
So
just like a nice troll.
yeah, I was like, that would be hilarious, you know? So I would throw them in there, write their name on it, throw it in with the shirt. And then they would get them, not knowing that they were going to get them. They would get the diploma, and then they would like post it to their story or make a video with it. And then people would hit me up and be like, "Hey, how do I get one of those diplomas?" And I'm like, "Well, they're not for sale. They just come with the shirt." And they're like, "Well, let me know when you start selling those." They don't want the shirt. Like, nobody wanted their shirt.
Your shitty ass shirt.
Nobody wanted my fucking shirts, dude. And I was like, "What the hell, man? Like, the shirt's only like $30, and you're gonna spend $20 on the paper? Like, what the
Fucking
hell?"
profit margin is
Yeah.
huge now.
You know, I was like, "That's dumb," you know. And then somebody hit me up and they're like, "Yeah, I really want one of those diplomas. Like, I'll send you some money for one." And I was like, "No, I don't sell them." They're like, "I really want one. Can you? I'll sell you $20." And I was like, "All right, fine. I'll do it." And then I made a video about it, and I was like, it was just a joking video, and I was like, it was a Christmas. That's the one that was the first one I did. I was like, had like a Santa Claus beard on, and I was like, get your loved one something they will actually use. Get a diploma. It's $20, dude. My DMs were like, dude, and some people were like, "Is this for real? Are you kidding?" And I was like, "Well, I was kind of kidding, but like, I guess." Now that I've had like 20 people hit me up, I'm going to do it, know? And I did it. And I made like $400 on the first day just on like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, so I'm just going to run this. So I made a couple more videos and then they kind of just kept.
You made $400 on $4 worth of product.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, like, it was a little bit of work after a while because like I had a bunch of people hit me up. So like I had to like mark them in my DM as like a certain, thing. Yeah. And then I had to like get their information. Then I had to like sit there and like make sure everyone's address is correct and their name on there. So it actually turned out to be kind of a nightmare.
You're like, this isn't worth it.
No, it almost wasn't, and then going to the fucking post office and like waiting in line. And then like the first time I did it, I thought I had everything worked out and I had like 20 fucking diplomas in the envelopes or whatever, and like I brought them up there and she's like, "Oh, these are too heavy, they need an extra stamp." So I was like, fuck, dude. And then there was a couple of them in there that were like,
you're like, "Hey lady, it's Christmas."
Yeah, there's a couple in there that had like multiple diplomas in there, so they're like, this has to be paid as a package. So then now we're almost that one became a $5 fucking package, and I was like, dude. So I had to like go through them all. Like it took me like a couple days to figure it out. And then now I kind of got it down as a science where I'm like, everything's got 2 stamps on it already.
And now
like,
no one wants one.
Yeah, now nobody wants them anymore. So I'm like, dude, I got them all ready. Everything, I got stickers made. I got everything made. It's like I got a whole setup done, and now nobody's buying them anymore.
Can I pitch you a commercial idea?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember hey, while you're sitting on the couch, right? Remember the daytime?
Oh yeah, the school.
Was it?
Yeah.
A trade school.
Yeah.
You gotta
get your ass in trade school right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Idea.
That's great. I'm gonna do that.
And he was like aggressive for no reason.
Yeah, he's like really mean about it. Yeah. You're like, how do you know I'm at home right now? Yeah. How do you know I'm at home watching Dr. Phil right now?
The call's coming from inside the house.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you know I'm a loser that's not going to school?
Dude.
You like have one hand.
Yeah. Popcorn everywhere. You're like, that is insanely accurate, sir.
I fell for that.
Stop farting.
Yeah. Whoa.
I fell for that. I went to what was it? Everest College during my apprenticeship. That was almost 20 years ago, and I am still paying off that student loan.
Dude. That's crazy. Did you get anything out of it?
Yeah, I mean, in
diploma?
In 8 months,
I could have given you one of those for $20.
Yeah, see, in 8 months, I was able to be a medical assistant, and that's how I finished the rest of my apprenticeship.
Oh, that's
cool. I paid more than
whatever you made.
Rates. Yeah.
Damn,
whatever I made during that. I think at that time I made like $12 an hour, and I was like,
shit.
fucking sick.
Yeah. $12 an hour. I remember $12 an hour.
That was a big number back then.
That was a big number.
Yeah. I remember my first job minimum wage was $6.75.
Yeah, mine was like $8, I think. That was my first job was $8.
I don't remember what
something like that.
Well, you worked under the table though, right?
No,
I imagine at the pawn shop.
At the pawn shop, it was
that was legit.
Yeah.
What was your first job?
Cost Plus World Market at the Whitwood
World Market.
Cost Plus World Market. It used to be right next to Target.
What was it?
Like an import store. Like they had shit from all around the world.
Wait.
They used to have like imported beers there. We would go and steal them after work. There was one called Schmammy Claus, and it was like a Christmas beer.
It sounds like it was brewed in a bathtub.
Bro, I had one and threw up. I had one beer and I threw up, dude. It was so gross.
You went to rehab the next day.
Yeah, it was so nasty, dude. But
was it like still reserve nasty?
It was like just like some like crazy malt liquor.
It smelled like unhoused.
Yeah, it was nasty. I threw up immediately.
I've seen a World Market. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, probably.
So they just got a bunch of like fucking knickknacks of
Mhm.
just all. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I think
familiar
that's what
with
it is called, World Market.
And the Cost Plus is
The
like
Cost
this
Plus is, like,
big in
little.
the corner, right?
Yeah, it's like a Cost
Okay.
Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, World Market. Yeah, because I
Dang.
think there's another Cost Plus that's like furniture,
Oh, okay.
and then the World Market is like goods,
it's like
Okay.
home goods.
Yeah, like-
and
candies and food and weird shit.
But that place is pretty sick in there, right?
I've found some cool shit. In
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those
yeah,
before,
yeah,
Yeah, it's cool.
yeah. We should go there too after we hit the pet store
in his parking lot.
and his parking
Yeah,
lot and wherever else we said we're
We're
going.
gonna go get a
We had a busy
hamster,
day, guys,
a shop hamster.
and we won't say the name just yet. We'll let you announce that. I have a random fact that you guys might want to hear. Do you know where the word testify comes from?
Mm-mm.
No.
Back in Roman times, when two men would swear an oath, they would do it by holding each other's testicles.
I'm in.
So,
I'm in.
Hearts.
I'm in.
so if you guys got any promises,
Testify me, bro.
is that not
Testify me, bro.
And it was a way to show that you were truly trusting each other because each other's balls were in each other's
I
hands.
had a feeling that where that kind of was going to go down that road. I wasn't sure, but
Because our child minds, it's like
Yeah, yeah.
testy.
yeah. I had a
Testify?
feeling that's what that was going to be. Yeah.
Is that not fucking
Mhm.
weird?
That's pretty crazy.
Mhm.
Kind of the same topic. One of your students,
Mhm.
graduated students, he was on an episode, and
Mhm.
on that episode, we were talking about phrases that we've been saying wrong our entire lives.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, goddamn
what was it? Tied me over instead of tie me over. Like, eating something small to tie me over.
Uh-huh.
It's tied me over.
Tide?
Yeah,
Oh, you didn't know that either?
No.
See,
Tide.
I found a new one.
not all white people do
Mm-mm,
that.
no.
When you're
I'm very uneducated.
when you're hungry, when you're hungry and your stomach hurts,
Wait,
you have hunger pains.
pangs.
You know that?
I did. I'm sorry.
Pangs?
Pangs.
Yeah.
Not pains? Are you sure about that one?
Looked it up.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and how we found out. Me and my girlfriend were watching Simpsons, and he was starving himself, and he said he had hunger pangs, and we were like, "Is that a fucking misprint on the subtitles?" And looked it up, and it's fucking pangs.
Yeah, and I only know that from within the last couple of years. I was reading a book, and I thought the same thing. Stupid editor didn't even catch this mistake. Looked it up, and
Wow.
you're right.
Yeah,
Do you guys know where the term scratcher came from?
I would imagine from people tattooing like this.
like chicken
Mm-mm.
scratch.
Mm-mm.
What?
No.
Tell us.
So, back in the day, right, they had like AC or DC power in tattooing.
If you say that's where the name for the band came from.
No, that's not it. Well, that might be actually now that you say it. But the guys that used AC as their power source were called scratchers
Why?
because of the power. It was like scratchy and fucking
Oh,
Yeah,
like that. Oh, scratchers.
because it was like frowned upon because everyone thought DC was better. It was like DC power is the best power. If you use AC, you're just a scratcher. You're using the wrong kind of power.
Wow.
I still
Not sure if that's true because I wasn't there
Yeah.
at that time. This was like a long time ago. My friend Shane told me that.
And then the difference between
I-
AC and DC.
I know. I'm like, I feel so stupid. I don't even know what that is.
This is,
Alternating current, direct current.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
still
made
don't get it.
by Tesla and Edison, right?
It's yeah. Yes.
So now you know.
Now you know.
You're welcome.
We are not historians, by the
No.
way. This information could be false.
I feel like my eyes are crossed. I'm like, there's different
Look it
kinds of
up
power.
or fact check it, please, because it's
Yeah.
probably wrong.
Drop in the comments if they're wrong.
Yeah, they could be.
See what else we got going on here.
What's the time you got to get out of here?
I don't have a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, he's just going to up his rate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I charge by the minute.
Yeah. Cool. That's how you charge for your
Yeah,
tattoos,
yeah.
too.
Yeah, it is.
What was the video where you said your hourly rate was
Oh, 10,000 an hour.
10,000 an hour?
Bro, that was another video where I got a bunch of people that
Shut
thought
the
I was
fuck
being
up.
serious. And I had I had a cucumber microphone in that video.
Yeah. I
I'm like,
noticed.
dude, so like you didn't catch on to that part, you know?
Oh my God. Can I tell him about your fucking
Cucumber story?
brain?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh.
He told me I'm not allowed to talk about that.
That's a different
Story.
He has an ironclad DNA, NDA on me, and I'm not allowed to say that.
That's a stinky cucumber.
yeah.
He came
Oh, yeah. This one? Stinky.
stinky. So he came across this video of this guy talking shit on.
It was the Alex video.
Oh yeah.
So he's like, dude, this guy's going in on fucking beaver
Oh,
duck.
yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
and I can't tell if it's serious or not. But on my way, I did see a thumbnail that beaver duck made a fucking response.
Yeah.
So I go and I find the video, and I'm like, bud, do you mean this video where the guy's doing fake construction?
Yeah.
He's like,
He's got like a little. It's like got a little
Didn't
kid.
catch it.
I'm like, is there a chance you were driving while you saw this video? He's like, oh my God.
There
Like,
was-
I'm not paying attention.
There was a couple of people that reached out to me and they're like, "Do you know that this guy's talking shit about you?" And I was like, "I know, like, but you guys also didn't notice that like it's a collaboration with me.
Yeah.
Like you didn't see that it's Alex and Beaver Duck like together as like we both posted it. Like I don't accept collaborations with haters.
I think I did the thing that I was
Yeah.
talking shit about earlier. Is like I only saw a little bit of it. And I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
motherfucker!
Oh, wow, I can't believe it.
This is juicy.
It was pretty good though too. It was pretty good.
solid.
And that because even when he made it, I was like, bro, like. Probably you laying it in a little thick on that one, bro. Maybe we could have toned it down.
Okay.
I was like, hey, there's a little bit of truth behind that, bud.
You're like, what does my mom have to do
Yeah,
with
I was
this?
like, bro, like,
It's hilarious.
this isn't even funny. Yeah.
You didn't even want to collaborate.
Yeah, it was pretty great though.
Is he one of your students?
He's
Right?
he is
Was
now.
that
I
what
sent
you-
him one after that video.
Yeah.
I mailed him one. Yeah, he's great. No, he's one. Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's been around for a while doing
He's been
those.
around,
Yeah.
he's super cool. He's one of those guys like the like I was explaining before, like the authenticity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
just himself. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
that's what people like and want to see. You know, and like that's what I think is what everyone should be doing is just kind of putting their personality out there. You know, not
Yeah.
trying to be too much of this or that or whatever. You know?
Yeah,
no forcing.
That's
yeah, you know.
that kind of makes feels like it takes weight off my shoulders
Yeah.
because we're obviously we're ourselves on this podcast, which people it turns out people don't like us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we're
they're
ourselves on
definitely
this
skipping this one.
yeah. But they're the whole short form content just seems to be like such a chore for me.
Mhm.
But maybe I just need I need to find a way to be myself in that so I don't feel like I have to do 10 tips that you should know before
Mhm.
your tattoo appointment,
Mhm.
like cuz I'm like, fuck. How many times can we tell someone to eat and shower before
Yeah.
they get tattoo? Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
They
I
just-
just haven't even expanded any further than that. Like
It
the
just- it
freak
feels
out.
kind of stale to do those types of things, right?
Well,
Like,
and it's just it wouldn't be me to do
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
things. So feeling the need to do those is I think what is giving me the aversion to just making the content I would like to make and have fun making.
A lot of my content that I do is kind of like stuff that comes to me, you know, but the shop content, a lot of it is other content that we see that other people are doing. Because if you do trending content,
Yeah.
it'll get more reach. So we'll see other shops do it, but then we'll just do it differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll do it more like us rather than because you can tell too, like some people will post content where they're just clearly trying to be something they're not. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And like, we just try to take that trending idea and then shape it into our style of it, you know what I mean? And then, just throw Happy in the background doing some way out
Yeah.
shit or, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. And then it's our own. And then doing that also kind of gets your mind thinking like, okay, what else can I do? Like, or
Yeah.
this idea makes me think of like, this would be funnier.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
You're now
we do
exercising
that-
that part of your
Yeah.
brain.
yeah, we do that shit all the time. We'll talk
Mhm.
about scenarios, and then we just kind of not
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like you keep improvising on someone's joke,
Yeah.
and then we're like, that would be a good skit. Let's
Yeah.
not do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So that's great. Or like even getting your clients involved is cool because sometimes people don't want to be. Some people are like, I don't, they're shy or whatever. But like some clients, I think, want to be involved in some of the videos, and I think that that's also a cool thing to offer.
So
like,
you do that with
yeah,
real
you know what I mean?
clients?
Like, hey, jump in on this, and they're like, yeah, like, it's fun. It's a part. It could be a part of the experience,
Yeah.
like,
and I'm sure they're stoked to be
they're
on
stoked
those.
to be on it, be involved, and like, like I've had a couple of my clients tell me too. They're like, "Hey, how come you never asked me to be in a video yet?" And I'm like, "Oh, really? Like, I didn't think you know what I mean?" They're like, "Yeah, bro. Like, I see you making all these other videos, and you never asked me." Like, I'm like, fuck. Well, come on in, dude. Let's get a video going, man.
Hey, leave a deposit.
Yeah, $1,000, and I'm not gonna show up. By the way,
You guys need a casting couch in your waiting area.
I know we should. A super slippery one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Keep slipping off.
Yeah. Super slippery.
Yeah,
casting
like you
couch.
found it at like a Goodwill, but
Yeah,
it turns
yeah,
out it was
yeah.
from Gaston Couch.
Yeah, it's like looks like a Krispy Kreme donut. It's just
It's
gross.
fucking
Yeah.
gross.
Hell yeah. That'd be so nasty.
It looks like the elevator from The Shining, but with cum.
We did, dude. We did have one in the shop at first. So we've been through so many shops. Like our shop has been like painted and changed so many times, But we did. One of the guys who used to work there showed up with a couch he found in an alley, and it was like a brown leather couch, and it was so fucking gross, dude.
Bed bugs.
Dude, it was so
Ew.
nasty. I'm like, bro, why did you bring this in here, dude? And then there was like a chair. It was like a couch and a chair, and he put like the chair in his station. Like it was like a full leather chair. He's like, I was like, dude, it didn't go at all. And he just had like the chair right there.
It's like not functional.
It was like cool. It was cool because like people would like go sit, but it'd be like they were like sitting in the middle of the shop, like, I'm like,
On a
dude.
lazy boy.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what is this, dude? Like, it was a pretty gross couch. We got rid of it pretty quickly. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I
But,
know.
yeah.
It sounds so fun.
I want to stop by and just fucking hang
Yeah.
out.
Cruise over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, maybe we
cruise
go to the
by.
tattoo school.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking...
I should have brought some. I fucking didn't think about it. I should have brought you guys some.
Oh,
I know.
Maybe we'll graduate someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we'll stop by, dude.
maybe if you
Yeah.
could give me my high school diploma while I'm there, that would be cool.
I could do that. Yeah. You actually can't get one without that first. You gotta have a GD. Yeah. I do run a background check. Yeah.
Shit. Well,
Yeah. So.
So I'll be seeing you soon.
Yeah. Let me know how that goes, and then we'll talk.
you're like, parking lot for you,
Yeah,
babe.
yeah. Yours is actually 40 now. It's a little extra.
My favorite reel of your guys's was a recent one actually with the tattoo school expose. It was like those what was the
they had the fake
daycares?
schools or whatever, and they were getting like government grants.
Yeah. Did you
Dude.
see they did a spoof on
I
it?
didn't see that one. No.
Did you see the real ones though?
No.
So this guy was like going to these schools, and he's like banging on the door, like, "Open up! Where's all the kids at?" And they're like,
This is
"Oh,
why
we're
the
closed.
Minnesota's
Yeah, we're
going
closed."
nuts.
But really, there was like a school that was fake, and they're getting like tax money.
Oh,
There's no kids that
shit,
even
with
go there,
grants?
and they're just getting grants, and they're just like saying they got a bunch of kids there, So we made one where like Happy's banging on. He's like, "Open up! Where's all the tattooers at?" I'm like, "We're closed. Get out of here! Get out of here, man!" And he's like, "No, I would have put my kid in school. Where are they?" It was like, but it's like it was such a real video. Like at the time, I'm like, "Bro, this is perfect. Like we have to do this." You know what I mean?
Did people give you a hard time about spoofing like such a politically
I don't know
inflammatory
about
video?
that one. I kind of got to the point where like I don't really read the comments so much anymore.
Yeah.
I used to do that a lot in the beginning. I used to read all the comments and reply to all the comments like really like consistently, and now I kind of don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, there's now like the longer you keep doing this, the more that you get, and it's kind of hard to like go through it and like
Yeah.
you know what
Well,
I
I
mean.
feel
It
like
kind of
if
takes a lot of time.
you get enough people commenting that, like right now, there's a video of ours that maybe ain't doing beaver duck numbers, but it's
Mhm.
doing big numbers on TikTok, and it's cool because everyone's fighting with each other in the
That's right.
comments.
That's what you
So
want.
we were able to kind of like the match and see our way out.
That's what
and
you want.
people are like,
Yeah.
"We fucking hate you guys," and we're like, "Say it to each other."
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah.
You want that. Like for some reason, the controversy like goes further, and Instagram doesn't know the comments are negative or positive. It just sees it as a comment, and it's going to
Yeah.
throw it
It doesn't
out there.
Yeah.
It does not care. And along the way, you're going to find people that do like your shit.
Yeah.
You're going to go through all those people that don't, but
Which
whatever.
is fine too. Y'all
Yeah.
are welcome. But like, it's crazy the things like we'll do a reel about something that we don't even think is inflammatory. Like it'll just be the fact, like me talking about I had an apprenticeship, and people are like, "You stupid bitch."
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the wildest thing. And
Well, I in the very beginning when I first started doing this, I think it might have been my second or third video. I made one of a guy getting tattooed under anesthesia, and I was like, "Oh, wow, you're gonna get knocked out and tag teamed by 5 guys. It sounds pretty gay, bro." And I was getting DMs from people like talking shit to me. You're a bigot, you're a fucking, homophobic piece of shit. people in the comments, and it like was going viral. I took it down at like, it had like 500,000 views, and I took it down because I was like, I can't handle this. I was like, this is too much. I was like, I can't handle the hate. And now I'm so pissed because like now I'm at such a different stage in it where I'm like, I wonder what kind of numbers that thing
You
could
should have
have.
just
I was like, I wonder how
it.
many numbers that could have fucking got with all that hate, bro.
And
like,
then with all the people that are discovering you from your newer things, they go back because they want to see the rest of it.
And I was like, it was so not offensive. Like, why did I take that down? It was so light. Like, I wasn't even, you know what I mean? But it was the people messaging me that was like, I was like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't be making this content. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm crossing some lines or whatever. But now I look at it, I'm like, bro, that's not even bad. That's not like that's totally not even, you know,
it's like comedians, man.
Yeah, like what? You don't say gay? Like what, you know, whatever.
It's hard to get used to. Well, you have to like get used to being misunderstood, which for me is a hard thing sometimes. I'm getting a little bit better at it. But like some people are there to misunderstand you. Like they don't fucking give a shit. You could explain exactly what you meant, and they're just like, no, I'm still pissed because you made me feel a feeling.
Yeah, well, I think people get on there and like, what am I going to get offended at today? And they start scrolling. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of shit am I going to, like, people love that, you know?
Yeah, and it's obvious that a lot of those people like make accounts for that. It's like, okay.
That's why they're private with 0 followers, no pictures. Like, they're just up there just talking shit. They get a kick out of it. And if that's what you do, cool. Yeah, I mean, I have a secret account that I go and I troll out people that, you know what I mean, 0 followers, no pictures, like nobody knows it's me. So like, you know what I mean? I go on there. So if you know what I mean, if you get some profile.
Wait a minute, are you?
Yeah. That's probably me.
His biggest supporter is himself.
Yeah. He only shares Beaver Ducks reels. Yeah.
Yeah, no, sometimes I want Finsta too. Like not even for, and it's so stupid. It's not even for like trolling or anything. It's literally just because sometimes I want to comment on shit, but I'm like, what the fuck do I look like fucking commenting on a Real Housewives fucking post?
Yeah.
But really, I just want to be part of it too. It's so stupid.
Well, I think that's another thing too, is a lot of people, they come from that place of like jealousy, you know, and that's like, because I've been a fucking victim of that as well. You know what I mean? You see somebody doing something you want to do and you can't figure out how to do it. You're like, oh, fuck that. Yeah. You know, that's lame. Like, just because you can't figure it out or you can't do it yourself, you know what I mean? Or if you don't like what people are doing, have your own voice. Have your own platform. Create your own thing and say what you have to say, you know? And like, you're just sitting back letting them win.
Yeah.
You know?
Show them you could do it better.
Yeah, if you had like, you know, it's like what I was trying to like say before, you know, is like we're letting these people have their platforms with their opinions and we're just sitting back and we're not doing anything about it, you know, and it's like tattooing is being separated. It's being separated by the new way and the old way, you know, and the new way, if we don't have that voice, we'll take over and then we will lose that, you know, and like, when I, like, you know, like, you know, with Shane, right? My friend Shane, we went on this trip and like we talking about old school shit, history, like all these things. And like, I'm like, dude, like eventually all of these guys are going to be gone. You know what I mean? They're going to be gone and it's only going to be us, you know? And are we going to pass on that mindset and that legacy and that history, or are we going to let it die with those guys? If you really love something and you really care about something, you should probably learn a little bit about where it comes from, you know, like just like with anything, you know, like anything that you're interested in, like, oh, you're going to find some old, you know, shit from it. And you're like, wow, this is super cool. This probably isn't valuable to anybody else, but like I have this really old tattoo machine. Like, it's not worth anything, but like, it's so cool to me that that it's been around forever and it's been, this guy's owned it, this guy's owned, you know what I mean? You're like, fuck, that's super cool, you know?
The sentimental value.
Yeah. You know, like I went, like, I went over to Classic Tattoo in Fullerton, you know, and to go meet Tim Hendricks, and he showed me all these cool things, you know, and like, and, you know, me and Happy just went over there just to go talk to the guy. Like, we just want to go meet you, you know? Yeah. And I didn't know it was in the shop. You know, we got there, he's like, oh, look at this flash sheet's from like fucking 1890 and like just crazy shit where I'm like, fuck, I didn't even know that there was flash sheets that old. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? What were they? You know what I
I've
mean?
never heard of that year.
Yeah, dude, I was like, what the hell? They were tattooing with bones? What, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? You know, and like,
You're
you know,
all AD or BC?
Yeah, I was like, dude, what the hell? So it's like cool. It's like cool to see that kind of shit, and then you like learn a little bit about stuff that you didn't even know about, you know. And it's like, I think a lot of that is getting lost in people just going like, tattooing is a way to make a bunch of money. You don't really need to care about it, or you don't really need to know anything about it. You just, all you need to know is that like you can make a bunch of money doing it, and here's how.
Yeah.
You know, and those are the people that are just like, I'm just trying to make a bunch of money selling the idea, you know, and I just don't think that tattooing should be that. You know, there's so many other things that could be that. There's so many other different careers that could just be that, and they're not interesting, and there's no legacy, and there's no love for it, you know. And you can make a bunch of money doing other things. There's also that level of like, yeah, you can make $30,000 a month tattooing, but you have to be really good at doing tattoos, and you have to be really good at doing big tattoos, and you have to be really good at tattooing all day long, you know. And that's hard. Yeah, I'm good on that, dude. Like, I don't want to tattoo all day long.
Yeah, give me fucking palm size to hand size all day long.
Dude, if I had to tattoo all day, 6 days a week, I would be so burnt out on
I would hate
tattooing.
Yeah.
I would start hating it because it's a lot, you know?
It's like the old tattooers were pirates, new tattooers are rappers.
Yes.
Yeah.
SoundCloud rappers.
The chains, the fucking, you can make this much, I'm all about the bag kind of fucking.
Check out my car.
Yeah.
Like, who cares, bro?
Yeah, driving around in fucking leased Bugattis and shit or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Is that a car?
If we see you leaving a Rolls Royce, dude, we're going to cancel you.
Yeah. I'll go get my Maybach.
Imagine, but it's like an old ass one, like with hubcaps. It's all janked.
I'm going to go put on my diamond jacket.
But there's a driver.
It's Big Happy.
Yeah, it's Big Happy.
When we were talking in the DMs and you demanded that we have 16 Arizonas for you.
I want to get faded
on your left-hand side, or else you weren't coming. You had mentioned that you were sober.
Yeah.
And that might be...
Well, that'd be a good story. Well, because so there was like, you know, the segment you were talking about, because it is good. It's a juicy story.
Well, I think now's a good time as any, right? To get into the cover-up segment.
Buds, I'm stressed. I need tattoo supplies. Life is expensive, and everything costs too much right now.
You are not alone. A lot of tattooers are broke as right now. I'm not, but I know that there's people that feel the exact same way.
Seriously, you need needles, ink, medical supplies, and suddenly you're doing math you didn't plan on doing.
Yeah, and we all know tattooers can't do math, which is why we're really excited about this. We just partnered with Kingpin to celebrate their 30th anniversary.
Yay! Kingpin has everything. If you had to build your station from scratch, you could do it all there.
Needles, ink, furniture, medical supplies. They have everything you'd need from start to finish.
And this is the part that actually helps right now.
We've got a Budcast exclusive code for our buddies.
You get 15% off of your order. So whether you're restocking or just trying to save a little,
this helps you out a lot, and it'll greatly help a tattooer DIY podcast.
Shop KingpinTattooSupply.com.
Use code TattooBuds15 at checkout to get 15% off your order.
Happy 30th anniversary, Kingpin.
And happy savings, buddies. Now we're going to move on to the tattoo cover-up segment. This is the part of the show where our guests or our listeners tell us stories about something that has happened in their life where they are embarrassed, that they're embarrassed of, something that they've gotten away with, something naughty, something dirty, something unbelievable, maybe a ghost story, maybe James is still dying for somebody to send in a hoe story, so...
Naughty.
A hoe story?
Yeah, he's dying for... Every time we do this spiel, we always say something naughty. We've never gotten one naughty one, but James is really holding out hope.
So I could do a naughty one, but I'm not going to do a naughty one.
No.
It's better. I'll let you know after. Yeah, I'll let you know after. It's
Send him a voice note.
Yeah, it's pretty naughty.
Whisper it to me.
Yeah.
It does now.
Message in a bottle.
So now the beaver duck will take it away and...
So, like 6 years ago, I was really bad on drugs. I was drinking a lot, and I was on all kinds of drugs and
All kinds.
all kinds. I was shooting meth. I was
all kinds.
yeah, all kinds, shooting meth, drinking alcohol, doing a little bit of heroin here and there. I was really into psychedelics, DMT, mushrooms, stuff like that. Pills, whatever the fuck. I just was a
Anything.
dumpster of drugs and alcohol. For many years, it like I was able to pull it off. And then towards the end, before I got sober, it started getting real bad. I was tattooing a lot. I started working less. And then eventually I just kind of completely quit working and was just like living in my car. And
Oh,
just,
shit.
yeah, I was just like this chick that I was with at the time. We started doing crime.
Okay.
And we were going to these open houses. So it's like this house where somebody's like selling their house, you know what I mean? So we would go on like Redfin, which is like an app, and you can like find houses that are for sale, So we would like go to these open houses and pretend like we're interested in buying the house. Well, while we were there, we would just steal a bunch of shit from the house, and we would get all kinds of shit like jewelry, cameras, fucking
Real estate agents.
Yeah, real estate agents, you know what I mean? Like anything, all kinds of shit, So one of the first ones we did, I wasn't really super like thrilled on the idea, but I was like not doing good. I was like just kind of like fuck it, like I don't care, whatever, And the first one we did, we came up on a couple of Rolex watches. We got like $6,000 for them.
Holy
So I was like, oh, this is it. You know what I mean? This is.
Oh, I like this.
I was like, this isn't as stupid an idea as I thought. So
I could tell time now.
yeah. So we sold them to the guy. We got a bunch of money. We got a bunch of drugs.
You're just pawning them?
Yeah, we just pawning them. We just would take them. Well, we had like certain people that we could, because you can't just go pawn stuff like that just anywhere, because you can get in trouble. I'll get to it later. I actually did get in trouble. But we would basically just go do these things, get some money, buy some drugs, and then just skip town. And we were like just living in my truck, just running up and down California. We went to Vegas. We went all over the place, and we were doing this for a while. And we went to a house in like Fountain Valley, and there was keys hanging up in the kitchen, and she took the keys and she's like, I really want to steal the car in the driveway. And I was like, that's probably a bad idea. Don't do that. And she was like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm like, all right, well, whatever, let's do it. So we did it, she had the car for a couple days. I'm like, we really need to get rid of this car. It's, you know what I mean? It's kind of a newer car. Probably got GPS. We got to get rid of this car. So,
fuck.
So we ended up ditching the car, took everything out of it, but she had like CPS paperwork, and she like left it in the car, and so it had her name on it, and then our DNA was all over the car or whatever. So this investigation was put out on us, right? But we were still committing a bunch of these crimes, and we were going all over the place, dude. And like, we started getting really sloppy. So we went out to, we were out in Vegas, and I got like some gold rings.
Were you living in Vegas at this time?
No, it was just, we would just go out there because it was a cool place to be. Like if you're
to go spend that Rolex money.
You know what I mean? Well, there's houses,
that lifestyle.
There's houses out there. So we would go out there and hit houses, and then, you know what I mean? The 24-hour fucking day, whatever, you know what I mean? Out here, it's boring because in the middle of the night, you know what I mean? But out there, it was like a little bit more fast paced. So like we would go out there, do some crimes, stay in a hotel, gamble a little bit, come back out here because this is where our drug dealer was. So we would have to come back. So we were out there and we were stuck out there, and I had these gold rings, and I'm like, fuck, there's really no other way. So I just had to go to a gold jeweler, and I had to use my own ID and sell these gold rings, and they were listed as stolen,
Wait, is there some big like database that
serial numbers and shit?
Oh shit.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Somebody reports something stolen, and a pawn shop buys jewelry. They have to like report it, like, hey, these are, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to, but they're supposed to. Some
If they're
places,
on the up
some
and up.
places won't. Those are the places you want to go to.
And this was not one of those.
This was not one of those places. There was a
Was
warrant.
it Pawn Stars?
Yeah, no.
They're like,
No, those guys don't
The
check.
best they could do is-
those guys don't check.
It's on the counter.
The best I could do is a 10 sack. I'm like, damn,
He's
that's not
called
gonna
the
work.
cops.
It's not gonna work, man.
the best I could do is
Yeah,
call
I gotta
cops.
go for a couple more days at least, So then there was a warrant put out for my arrest out there. And then there was a warrant for my arrest in California. But I wasn't aware of these. You know what I mean? I was just kind of being sloppy and just going all over the place, and like we were fighting a lot and all this stuff. And like, so we were in Vegas, and my dad calls me. And like at this time, I was not really talking to my family, and it was really weird that I'm like, my dad's calling me, fuck, dude. And he's all, what's going on? And I'm like, nothing. What do you mean? And he's all, dude, the cops are calling your mom. They're calling your grandma. Like they're reaching out, like they're trying to find you. And I'm like, oh no, it's fucking over.
It's
you know?
happening.
And I'm like, okay, so now we need to start traveling east. Like we need to get the fuck out of Nevada, and we just need to start going. We need to go out that way because we need to start getting a couple states away. Otherwise, we're burnt. And we're like, all right, but we got to go back to California one more time
to get
a bunch of drugs.
Shit.
And then we're gonna leave.
Seems like a good plan.
Seems like a good plan, right? So that's what we're gonna do, And we got out to Huntington Beach, and we were there for like a day or two, and I was like, we got
county with the most cops.
With the most cops, dude. And I was like, we need to really like get out of here like as quick as possible. We need to show up, we need to get our shit, we need to bounce, and we need to like go to the East Coast or somewhere far. And the next day, dude, I get pulled over
in California,
in Huntington Beach. I get pulled over, and these undercover, it's like not a cop car, it's an undercover cop car. These guys get out, they're undercover cops, and they got their guns out, and they're like, get out of the car. I'm like, oh my God, dude, like I'm burnt, So they pull us out of the car, and they show us they have like wanted posters, like with our faces on them, like real fucking bounties. Like they were like,
it was like from the Old West.
Dude, it was like, I was like, bro, like what the hell? Like it was a full on poster.
Oh, too bad you didn't get to keep one.
And no, I didn't. And they're like, is this you? And I'm like, maybe, like trying not to.
Why would you like to sign
I'm like, no, I don't know. And they're like, dude, this is you. Like we've been following you for a couple of days. Once you cross state lines, like we picked up on your truck. And I'm like, damn it, dude. So like they had been following me. And
was it from that checkpoint?
This is how it happened right here. So we got arrested, and I had been to jail a couple of times, but never like for anything serious, So I went to jail, and I went to court like a couple days later, and they're like, we can't give you any more information on your case. You're picking up more charges. So they started throwing a bunch of charges from all over the place. They started throwing charges at us, and I was in there for like 3 months, and then they told me after like 3 months, I got my first offer, and it was 10 years in prison. That's what the deal was, because these were considered residential burglaries. So because it was in a house, somebody was in the house, it was considered a residential burglary, which is a violent strikeable offense, So
fuck.
They're like, yeah, you're gonna do 10 years in prison. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And then I get like my discovery. And what happened was the house that we went to where we took the car was a DA's house.
Worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, dude. So this DA was selling his house. We walked in there, stole his car, fucking stole shit from his pad.
What?
And so he opened up this whole like investigation on us, and basically like they just tracked us down. They had like evidence of like, there's a picture of us on the Ring camera at a house. 30 minutes later, using that stolen credit card from that house at the Home Depot or the gas station, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like just sloppy as fuck.
The only house that could have been worse is the White House.
Yeah. Dude, it was totally bad. It was like a worst case scenario, And the only thing that saved me was that I didn't really have like a criminal history, really. So they got it. I was in jail for like 6-7 months, and they had got it down to like probation for like 5 years, a 6-year suspended sentence. So if I violate probation, I'm going to go to prison, and then 2 strikes. So basically, if I go commit any crimes similar to that again, I can get a 3rd strike, go to prison for the rest of my life. So I'm thinking like, fuck, dude, like when I get out, I'm going to just get sober. I'm going to never do this shit again, And I got out and immediately was like, oh, I can drink, like I can just drink. Like I'm trying to do drugs, So I started drinking again, started doing drugs again, and then stopped checking into probation. And then my probation officer calls me, and he was like, I'm thinking like, fuck, I'm going to get locked up. Cause right when I got out, he looked at my file, and he's like, oh, you're the one that's robbed fucking detective fucking so-and-so's pad, you know what I mean? And I'm like, damn it. So they already had like known about me, And I'm like, damn it, dude. So he was already like, if you violate, I'm just going to send you straight to prison. I'm not going to fuck with you, And so when I got the phone call, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to prison, And he's like, hey, just let you know that there's a COVID lockdown, because this is 2020. I had got out in January of 2020. So this was months before COVID. This was months before COVID.
Right.
So I got out, started fucking off, stopped checking probation. He calls me. This is like March. And he's like, yeah, there's a lockdown for this COVID virus. It's only going to be a couple of weeks, so you can't check in. Just call me on Thursdays and make sure that like, you're compliant and everything. I'm like, don't trip, man. I got you. I can call you. No problem.
I'll call you right now.
I'll call you whenever you want,
on
dude.
the phone.
Yeah. I was
Do
like,
you
I
want to
got
get some
you.
walkie-talkies, bud?
So I immediately went on a sick one. Like it was like, I was
Oh
like,
my
I went on a
God.
sick one, dude, just doing the most. And basically was like on the run. I'm not really on the run because no one was looking for me. It was a lockdown.
'Cause it was COVID.
It was, and we know how that 2-month or that 2-week lockdown went for months. It was like just doing the most. And then I eventually was like, okay, here's my options. I'm either gonna the lockdown's gonna lift, and then I'm gonna have to check in, and I'm gonna piss dirty, or I'm not gonna show up, and I'm gonna get a warrant. I'm gonna go to prison, or I check myself into rehab. And I just try to hide out in rehab, and you know what I mean. Like I didn't want to get sober, but I was like, I have to do something,
And then it looks good. I'm sure it was part of it, right?
So I checked into rehab, and they're like, okay, you have to call your probation officer. So I called him. I'm like, I'm in rehab, and he's like, all right, I just told him I was like, I'm just drinking. I was like, I'm just drinking a little bit, and I just was, kind of getting out of control. And he's like, all right, cool. He's like, but if you leave, I'm gonna put out a warrant because now you're in rehab. Now you have to finish it.
Yeah.
So I ended up finishing the rehab, and I've been sober since.
Fuck.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah. But it was almost like I would still be in prison right now.
Yeah.
I would still probably be having a few years left if it didn't go, if I didn't fucking like, dude, and it was like that whole time there was so many things that were happening. Like there's so many other like little side stories of that I could tell of like times where like I almost like died.
Just overdoing it.
Even like interacting with certain people.
Oh shit.
That could have gone wrong. You know what I'm saying? Different situations that could have ended differently that were like almost like that I got out of a situation where I'm like, you know what I mean?
Fuck.
Like people that were armed, you know what I mean? Things like that where I'm like, fuck, that was a fucking close one. You know what I mean? Let's get the fuck out of this town. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot of shit. So like it was really crazy that I made it through all that,
Dude, and had you went to prison, who knows what charges you would have caught in there if you were still
that's what most of the guys in there were telling me. They're like, yeah, when you go in there, especially looking the way that you look,
it's impossible,
it's impossible to avoid it. You know what I mean? Because that's just like you have to play by those rules in there. There's no, you know what I mean? Like there's no way around it, And I'm like, fuck, that's not me.
Yeah, you're just a silly little guy.
I'm just a fucking idiot.
He's just a little beaver duck.
Yeah, like I'm not a fucking tough guy. I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? I'm like, I just like to do drugs, and it got out of hand.
How crazy would it be if you saw that agent whose house you robbed in your parking lot picking up a hooker?
Well, what's crazy is every time we went to court, he was there.
Yeah, we're like, don't you got some other shit to be
don't you have a job to do, bro? You're wasting your time watching this shit show? I would actually like to find him and thank him.
Dude,
I would actually like to go like tell the guy like, hey, bro, like sorry, but like you saved my life, kind of. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I'm sure he's watching.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's some more charges we gotta fucking
Dude.
Yeah. We got a confession.
I wonder if you've ever come up on his feet and if he's like, this motherfucker landed on his feet again.
Maybe. He's like, that's that one guy. I look a lot different, though, than I did at that time. Like, I don't think that anybody would be able to put the two together.
Your family's probably so stoked that you're...
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. They're
that you've opened an honest tattoo school.
Yeah. They're like, finally...
Now you're the dean?
Yeah. Who would have thought? Yeah. Drug addict gone professor. Yeah.
Unless they're like, this fool's still out here fucking around. Look at him.
What a success story. Yeah. I'm secretly high.
Yeah, he runs a fake school.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, he's still scamming people. Piece of shit. What a piece of shit, dude.
He's just doing it publicly.
He hasn't changed at all, Now I just tell you I'm going to burn you before I do it.
And now he has about 1 million enablers online. Being like,
people are like, dude, you're the shit. We love you.
We need more of this.
Yeah. You're our spokesman. Yeah.
That's cool. I do love that idea of like finding him and just be like,
bro, sorry about the car, dude, but hey, I'm doing great though.
And then, like, as you're leaving from thanking him, you back into his car.
Yeah, his car.
And trying to take
Yeah. Hit him up, ask, hey, can I borrow some money? I'm not doing too good right now. My school's not really selling anymore.
Or you reach into your jacket to give him a tattoo certificate.
Just light me up. Yeah, suicide by cop.
You're like, I just wanted to give you this.
That would be great.
Oh my God, what a wild story. Have
Yeah.
you talked about this online?
Not really.
You guys just think he's a
Yeah,
little beaver duck out here?
I don't really talk too much about that part. Like, just because it's not that I'm afraid of it or anything. You know what I mean? Like,
It just doesn't come up.
it just is not. Yeah, it's just not like, you know what I mean. Like, that's why when you mention that, you're like, oh, there's a segment where I'm like, oh, that's a perfect opportunity for me to share that. It's just because it's like
Ooh, Budcast exclusive.
It's a thing that, like, you know, I don't really like. I don't try to promote like my sobriety or anything like that in that way.
Same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't try to push it on people. Like, I have friends that drink and friends that smoke weed, and I don't really hang out with people that are like doing hard drugs.
I have some loser friends that still drink.
Yeah. Most of my fucking friends are still losers, but you know what I mean? I'm way better than them now, but you know, I'm still generous to them, and you know, I'll give them money when I see them. But
You throw money at them.
yeah. Here you go, peasant. But I try not to like just promote that just because it doesn't have anything to do with what I'm doing.
What your actual
you know what I mean?
message.
Yeah,
It's not your
It's not
ministry.
related, you know, like, but I'm involved in my sobriety. You know what I mean? Like, I am super involved in like helping other people
That's cool.
get sober that, you know, if people ask me, like, I am involved in that, and I will help, but I don't go out of my way to
Tell somebody
they should do something, you know, because I know when I was doing what I was doing, anybody that was trying to provide a positive influence in my life was actually pushing me further from the solution.
100%.
You know, so I was like more catching a resentment towards people that were trying to tell me that I was doing something wrong. And it wasn't until I was like, fuck, if I don't do something different,
You got to want it yourself.
I'm going to either die or lose my freedom for a long period of time. So like, I have to do something different. And then I was more open-minded into, okay, so how do I make this change?
Yeah.
You know? And it wasn't that I wanted to get sober. It was that the consequences were becoming too severe to where I was like, okay, maybe I have to, because I never wanted to admit that maybe it was the drugs and alcohol that were not allowing me to reach my full potential. But once I removed that from my life got better, but it also got like a lot easier. I think that everyone's journey is different, and I don't really try to dictate, you know, I try not to dictate. Sometimes I maybe overstep that boundary, like, you should fucking do this, but
You see the recipe to get out of that.
Hard
And
yeah,
for you
it
guys
is hard.
being sober.
Yeah, it's hard because you want people to succeed.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not one of those things where there's only this much of it, so I want to keep it to myself kind of a thing. It's like, this is unlimited and anybody can have it, anybody can do it. And I really just wish that everybody could see it. And it's kind of like the lifestyle that I live now could apply to anybody. You don't have to be sober to live a spiritual lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really just about like kind of just being cool with the world around you. That's really what it is it's like less trying to control everything and like
Yeah.
really focusing on the little details and outcome.
Just letting go.
Letting go of all that shit. Like, I'm really into I really like Buddhism.
Yeah.
Buddhism is super fucking cool, man. Like, I have
Yeah.
some books on it, and like some of them are hard to read. You know what I mean? The way that they're written, it's a little hard to understand, but it's basically about like living in the moment, accepting the world for the way that it is, not caring too much about everything around you and what people think and different things, and like also embracing negativity. Sometimes there's things in life like that situation, right? That whole story, I could look back and be like, fuck, that was the worst case scenario. And in those moments, I thought that. But that was the cocoon that I had to be in order for me to like fucking come out of and then like become a new person, essentially, you know? And like, had I not done all that dumb shit, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And where I'm at today is actually really cool.
A good message for us to go out on,
Yeah.
right?
I need to let go.
Yeah.
Let go.
Well, I need you to tighten up in some aspects.
Yeah.
No,
You should probably care more.
He said,
Yeah.
You should care
You
more
actually
and try
should care
more.
more. Yeah. I was talking about for myself. That probably wouldn't work for you.
He said that he's
Yeah.
not pushing it onto people
Yeah.
because of this.
Yeah,
Well, cool,
it
cool,
actually
cool,
only
cool.
works
Yeah.
for me.
No, but we were actually talking about this kind of stuff earlier, and I was saying how my new mantra is like, shit's not that fucking serious.
not that
You know,
serious.
like all of it's fake.
Because you know what's crazy, right? Is like when something's really bothering me, and I will stew on it and I'll be like tripping on it, you know what I mean? In like 2 weeks, I won't even be able to tell you what that thing was.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you're like, hey, remember 2 weeks ago when you were really tripping? What were you tripping on? I'm like, Like, I can't even tell you what I was tripping on last week, but I know I was tripping on something.
But it took up all of
But
your
it took up a
mental
lot
space,
of mental space, and I don't even remember, because now I found something else to trip on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I have a new thing. A new trip of the week.
Trip of the week. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's not that important, man.
Well, where can these people follow you, find you, enroll in your tattoo school, book with you?
Instagram. You can find me on Instagram, BeaverDuck. I'm on TikTok. I don't really post on TikTok that much.
You don't?
I should more. TikTok, it doesn't like me.
Because you're not posting enough.
Yet. I mean, I have had a couple TikTok videos that did well, but like
Make The Apprentice post for you on there. That's
all I need to do is just post my same content over there. It's super simple, but I just don't. I don't know. I'm like,
I know.
I'm a boomer.
It's too many things. That's us.
Yeah. Do you have any travel dates or events? Anything coming up?
Not at the moment. There's a couple of things that I think that I might do. Alex actually hit me up. Maybe we might do the Ventura convention. I think in June.
Fuck yeah, that's Seaside.
We might do that. He kind of just brought that up. I think me and Shane are gonna go to Vegas in April. We don't have dates or we don't have the location set up yet, but we're going to do that, which is cool. He does the whole seminar on like the tattoo machine stuff, which is super cool. If anybody wants to like learn about the history, the dude is a textbook.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he is a fucking textbook of information. So,
and how can they become the best tattooer ever?
Send me $20. Just cash out me $20 and you're in.
Cash out, that is such a scammer.
Cash out me $20, dude. Send me a little Bitcoin, you know.
a little Bitcoin, a little ass.
Yeah.
Maybe some Doge.
Yeah, a little Doji.
Oh, fuck.
A little Doji.
Don't piss me off.
Yeah, a little XRP action, bro. Yeah, a little meme coin. A little meme coin. Yeah. For sure.
All right, well, you guys already know where to find us. Anything else you need to plug?
Oh, the shop, Beach Boulevard Tattoo, Anaheim, California, Beach and Ball. I know you guys know what Beach and Ball is.
You perverts know where it's
been there. After you drop off your lady, just come get a tat.
Beach and balls.
Yeah. Beach and balls, bro.
Beach and balls. All right. Go ahead and give him the sign off.
So we like to have all of our guests look at the camera at the end and say thanks for watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you at your next session.
Thanks for watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you at your next session.
It's true.
That was good, man.